Hey guys, welcome back to another cooking video with your one and only Claudie Cooks in the Kitchen. Today, together we are going to be cooking an Asian inspired style fried chicken. All of the ingredients we're using today will be listed in the link below for you. So what are we waiting for? Let's get cooking. Woohoo! Let's marinate the chicken. I've got about 1.3 kilos of chicken here that's been washed with lemon and vinegar, and it's been pat dried. So now let's get some flavoring on that chicken. I'm gonna add a bit of olive oil, some Slap Your Mama seasoning. Use as much or as little as you want, but don't forget it's got salt in here, so you have to be very mindful of how much you're using. Some black pepper, some all-purpose seasoning. Of course you can add more if you want, and to that we're going to add some chopped spring onion, followed by some green seasoning, and you can find the green seasoning on my channel. I'm putting the 2 teaspoons in there. Now for some gochujang. I love this, as you may all have known already, and that's the one I use. And I'm putting a teaspoon of it onto the chicken. Some grated ginger. This is about 2 teaspoons. And I'm going to add some garlic. Use as much or as little as you want. Next up is some rice wine vinegar, mirin. I'm just going to give a good splash. We're going to have a little splash of sesame oil and a small pinch of salt. Let's get our hand in it now and give this a good massage, because we're going to leave the chicken to marinate for about 30 to 60 minutes. Like I always say, if you don't have enough time, then just give it 15 minutes and it will be ready to go. Just want all of these flavors to permeate the chicken pieces so that we can get some real flavors right into the flesh of the chicken. And I'm using some legs and some thighs. This is smelling already so good. I wish you could smell it, but I guess you can just imagine what I'm talking about. And once we've rubbed all the seasoning into the chicken really well, we're going to cover this, and I will be back when I'm making the butter and the sauce for the chicken pieces. So I'll see you in about 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, time to make the butter for a chicken, and I'm using 1.5 cups of tapioca flour. You can use rice flour or cornstarch if you can't get tapioca flour. So we're just going to empty that into the bowl. We're going to add some flavors to that. Good splash of our onion granules, about a teaspoon, and some garlic granules. Then I'm going to add some more of your Slap Your Mama to this batter. Just about 1/4 teaspoon. And we're going to add some sparkling water to that. We're going to give this a mix. We want to create a nice smooth batter. You're going to get a whisk. I'm going to give that a nice whisk. And once that is fully mixed and there's no lumps or flour still floating about, then we're going to set that aside, and we're going to move on to getting the oil heated up to fry the chicken pieces. I should add why I am not using all-purpose flour as part of this batter. I've been experimenting a bit with different flours, and tapioca and rice flour and corn flour gives a lot more of a lighter crispiness to your chicken or prawns or whatever it is you might deep fry. So this is why I'm using a bit more of a lighter batter. As you can see, this is thoroughly mixed. So we're going to set that aside and move on to the next step. Okay, I put some neutral oil in the pan here and we're heating it up to about 325 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about 162. And once we get to that temperature, then we start adding our chicken pieces in. So I will be back once that oil is ready. Time to put the chicken into the batter. So we're going to coat chicken pieces in and we're going to drain that off. We're going to add it to the oil. And I'm going to fry those for 10 minutes for the first fry, and then I'm going to finish all of the first frying, and then I'll be back up when I'm double frying. So I'll see you in 10 minutes. Look how beautiful these chicken pieces are looking like. Now this is the first fry and we're going to head over now to start doing the second fry. Let's go. Right now we're going to double fry these for 5 minutes or until cooked. Okay, it's time to take out our chicken. And then we're going to move on to the sauce. I'm just going to take a couple of spoons from the oil that I fried the chicken in. And I'm just going to scrape the seasoning that I used to marinate the chicken in. And I'm just going to fry that off in the oil. I just don't want to waste anything, and it's extra flavor from the seasoning of the chicken. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and we're going to add about the same as sriracha. We're going to add a bit of sesame oil to that as well, just a splash. I'm going to add some sweet honey. That's about 3 tablespoons. I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar to that as well. That's about 2 tablespoons. Half of a Scotch bonnet pepper, but I've removed the seeds. You can keep them in if you want, or you can use other pepper. And we're also going to add some chopped spring onions to that as well. And we're going to give that a good mix. I'm going to give that a taste to make sure it's all balanced. Perfect. I'm just going to let that infuse for about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, this is what the sauce is looking like. Oh, lovely that is. And I'll see you back when I'm plating up. Okay, this is what our chickens are looking like. Listen to that. Nice and crispy. So let's plate up. Right, we're going to get some of these on the plate. Listen to the crunch on that. Wow, it's so light. It's not a heavy batter. What we're going to do now, we are just going to brush some of this delicious sauce over there. Look at that sauce. I'm telling you, this is absolutely amazing. And we are just going to brush this delicious soy, honey and sriracha sauce over these delicious Asian inspired fried chicken. I've rearranged the chicken pieces because I wanted to put a little container with some of the sauce that I used to coat it. And now I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of extra Scotch bonnet and spring onion. Extra pop of color. It's amazing. That is looking so good. I am so pleased with this. And there you have it, guys. My delicious Asian inspired fried chicken with soy, honey and sriracha glaze. This is absolutely delicious.